Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the LGL Season 4 Power Rankings. We're into Week 4. I'm joined with Baconater and our special guest, Billette. Baconator, say hi.
Howdy, howdy.
Billette, say hi.
Hello.
And we are a little, kind of a little close for time this week, so I think we're just going to jump right into it with our number 16, Chronoculars, and either of you want to take this away? Or
it's just so sad,
I think he's really
teams without a win so far. I want Chronoculars to get that first W in a meaningful match, not just in Week 5. But yeah, I want to see him win.
I think he's close to winning. He just makes a few errors every single game.
I think a faint trap inch can kind of fall.
Yeah. Yeah, quick attack is just better if you need the double priority.
Does he even have quick attack?
Yeah, it does. It gets double priority. First impression, quick attack.
Clicking first impression twice was just a mistake, but yeah, that's fine.
Also, I feel like his team never changes.
Yeah, I want to see some more goddamn Whelmer. I love that thick boy. And some Morlow. Has he even brought Morlow?
I don't think so.
He only has nicknames for a few of his Pokemon. He can't bring the non-nickname ones.
There'll be some Clink, baby. I want to see some Clink.
Does it get shift gear as Clink?
Yes, it does.
Okay, yeah, you have to bring that. That sounds
I
fun.
think Clink. Did Clink have 6 kills one season in a match? I don't think it
got 6 kills in a match, but it got like.
I thought it had at least 4 because I know it left.
Clink was kind of a monster one season. I think I had Clink and did some nasty stuff with it like season 1.
Because Gear Grind is multi-hit, so that makes it even stronger as long as you hit, of course.
Gear Grind kind of hits like a close combat that breaks sturdy.
Disgusting.
So yeah, do better, Chronoculars. Moving on to our number 15, pardon me. We have Sargs. Sargs was up against our co-host this week. Took a decently solid loss. Lileap almost looked interesting. It tanked the Talo hit very cleanly, and if it got an ancient power boost, that could have been a very different game.
That would have been pretty funny.
Is Sargs just bringing his, he brought, his first 5 Pokemon plus Magnemite, right?
He didn't bring Woobat.
Yeah, Woobat did not have an appearance this week.
Yeah.
Hasn't for a while.
Has showed up yet?
Yeah, it showed up once. I think week 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of just an underwhelming game. Normally, Sargs has had some bad luck, but this game was kind of sad. I don't think I have anything else I want to add.
No.
So, guess we'll move on to number 14. Kyber. The last of our 0-4 gang. Kyber was up against
Geiser.
It was kind of interesting. Kyber kind of complained at the end there, that Geiser wasn't making switches that he thought he would. Shut up. That's annoying.
If you thought he was going to switch, you should just U-turned. Then he could at least make the argument he predicted it. But
yeah. There was also a time when he brought in.
Yeah, wait. That's right. You thought he was going to switch. Why didn't you try to predict the switch?
Yeah.
Got him.
Also, yet again, Ghastly proves it does not, in fact, beat everything in the league. Unfortunate.
Wrong team.
Yeah, wrong team.
Oh, wait.
That's Jamal, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that is Jamal. Sorry.
That's coming up in a sec.
Meditite not killing with Bullet Punch was kind of cringe.
Yeah. Quad super effective.
No, it's not
it's just single.
It's just ice.
Right.
I think it was I think it was a roll in Geiser's favor, if I remember that one right.
That sounds right.
Well, I think we're
He
gonna
was
move
also
on.
really clapped at the end by the Cubone Alolan Sandshrew combo.
Oh yeah, just didn't have. That's one of the things we called out really early. Kyber's team doesn't have any backbone at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Wingle could have answered the Sanchez slightly if it didn't die immediately.
yeah, but it's a Wingle, so
It's only going to take so
resistant
many hits.
attacks are not.
At least would
looked
have
at.
lived. Actually, no, it
It's
doesn't live.
neutral to Ice Punch, too, so...
No, no
like,
way it doesn't live triple axle. Yeah.
it was an Ice Punch, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Geyser runs
It
triple
might have
axle.
survived a punch, but I'd be surprised.
It probably I think it probably lives ice punch, like if you gave it Violet or something, but
Yeah. And this team is resting its entire backbone on Flabebe and Trubbish, and against Geyser's very aggressive team, it kind of faltered, and that doesn't surprise me. On that note, we're gonna move on to our number 13, Garrett, who is also staying in their spot. Garrett took his third loss this week against Baconator.
Oh.
Which means Baconator, you're not allowed to talk.
Oh.
No, you can talk during your own section. Garrett brought a really innovative team this week with Ripple Trick Room on Spritzy, Bronzor, and Mischievous, alongside a simple Nummel utilizing Curse Rock Slide. And I just enjoyed the team. It didn't work out. It worked out pretty well, actually. Nummel was kind of impressive. And it came pretty close to the wire. But it's still a little gimmicky.
I mean, I think it's on the less gimmicky side of Trick Room. I like it.
Yeah.
Having 3 setters makes it a little better, but
especially since other than Bronzor, all of your setters are also very versatile, and even Bronzor can set up rock. So like, yeah. It's just kind of cool and clean, and I'm a fan. I think we're gonna keep driving by into number 12. And this is the person
Jamal.
where Billette has to do a rant, right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to take a path the video about Jamal, but I'm just gonna, I don't know. Yeah, Ghastly is not beating everything in the league, and that's truly unfortunate because he said it would, which...
Ghastly is bad out, bro.
Ghastly has 1 kill, right?
I won't be surprised.
I think Abra also has 1 kill, but...
How does Abra only have 1 kill?
It never
Abra
comes
has
out.
3. Abra has 3, never mind.
Okay, that's not bad.
Jamal. Yeah, Ghastly has 1 kill. Out!
Venipede getting killed by just 2 rock blasts from an no attack boost on that Geodude, and it went down in 2 rock blasts. That's entertaining.
I mean, it's ridiculously frail. Oh, growthing with Bulbasaur in the rain was kind of random. Don't know what's up
that
with
was
that.
bizarre. Especially facing down something that was gonna murder you was interesting to say the most. Honestly, the worst part about this match was that Archon was named a goose. That's
Wait, what did Venipede do? Oh, it laid a single layer of spikes, right?
Did it?
I think it did. Which isn't the worst, but at least it did something.
It's something, yeah. It also got a toxic off. That's right. It got a toxic dungeon.
So it gets a gold star in the fridge this week.
Yeah.
For trying.
Yeah. Gold star in like the like if imagine a fridge, it has a freezer drawer at the bottom.
Hey, that's mine. Yeah.
So not bad.
I think I'm just gonna not. I was gonna praise Hidden Power again because it's my favorite move, but like, yeah, whatever.
Well, we can talk about them when we get to Gandhi.
Yeah.
Moving on to number 11, we have Donut Cat taking a 3-0 loss. Wolfhaley?
Yep. 3-0.
So this was an interesting match. Shookaberry Ponyard was kind of cool. That was, and it paid off. It actually let it kill, like, one hit kill a Fampy, which really surprised me. Poplio has been surprisingly decent.
Yeah, Liquid Voice is nice.
Yeah, it's a tier 5. It's not bad.
Well, to be fair, Liquid Voice is just worse than Torrent. Surf is the exact same thing as Liquid Voice, Hyper Voice.
Doesn't it get like a 1.2 times boost?
Yeah,
No.
Hyper Voice. Well,
No,
I
it
thought it was
doesn't.
changed.
No,
Damn.
it does. It should, but it
What's
doesn't.
the
Oh,
point?
because it's not an 8. It's not like refrigerator.
It's not.
Just liquid.
Yep.
So he should just be running Torrent.
Exactly.
Surf bypasses subs.
Hyper Voice passes. That's true, but I mean, you'd have to be predicting. I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
I think it's kind of a wash because Torrent doesn't come up all that much either.
I mean, on a Pokemon like Poplio, I think it could. Like, wouldn't it have come up that game? I think.
I'm not sure if it would have mattered for any roles.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered, but it would have at least like activated.
Otherwise, this game kind of Donut Cat side of this game kind of is faded out of my memory very quickly.
Snom, for some reason.
It was uneventful.
What are you talking about? You brought Snom.
Oh, he did bring Snom. That's right. Why did you bring Snom against the top person in your division? That's like, I don't know what that's like going to like coffee shop and bringing and saying no, don't use your paper cups. I'm trying to help the environment, and pulling out like an oily canister. Put it in this. I'm not entirely sure what that analogy means, but it means something.
I'm scared of the analogy, if that makes you feel any better.
It does. It does. It makes me feel a lot better, actually. In talking about better, in number 10, we have Gandhi. Rising 2 spots with a 2-0 victory over Jamal. Oh.
Yeah, just Jamal.
It was Jamal. Okay.
Yeah, it was Jamal.
This was the Hidden Power player. Litleo running Hidden Power something.
No, did it? Oh wait, that's not what I was talking. Whatever.
There was the other Hidden Power user that you were talking about.
No, I was trying to say that Venipede could have been Hidden Power Water since like Geodude was the obvious lead on the opposing side.
Oh.
With like.
That's what. Oh. That's what you meant. Okay, I thought you were talking about. I had a bunch. There was 2 Hidden Power users.
If he had poisoned to bypass Sturdy and then Hidden Power Watered, then he wouldn't have lost his sack.
Okay.
Why does Farfetch G double dueling beat instead of Breakbird?
Yeah, it's dual wing beat. Dual wing beat, if it was 100% accuracy, I'd get. But that 90% accuracy bit Gandhi in the ass.
Especially beat.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go ahead.
I liked the Rain Dance Skrelp. It's probably a little slow for that. Like, if you're gonna do the Rain Dance thing, I'd want it on like something that was faster if you could.
I mean, to be fair, he's gonna be rain dancing against like Bulbasaur, which is gonna be faster.
That's true. Double speed. So yeah, I liked that little bit of saucy tech. But otherwise, a pretty uneventful but solid game for Gandhi. You know what I hate about Gandhi? Where's the Snubble? Come on, bring
You gotta
Snubby.
give Goose a Snubble.
I need Snubble injected into my vein.
Very type with Intimidate.
He's such a handsome boy, and he's such a good little Pokemon. He deserves love. Love the Snubble. That went way off the rails.
Yeah.
Speaking of off the rails, number 9.
Hydreigon.
Hydreigon. Hydreigon was up against
Friday this week.
Brady. That's right. Someone else want to take this match because it has no place in the brain.
Yeah, it was Pratty running Hidden Power Rock on me out and just slapping things around.
Yeah.
That Volby took fat chip, the Snover took fat chip. You love to see it.
Sobble kind of
Sobble took a huge
if
L
it
to
was
grab
if it was Chinchou, it would have killed the Krabby Root, of course. It had to be Sobble.
Why? I just don't understand why you would ever bring a Sobble over. Why is Sobble on your team? It's kind of funny. And like, I respect the energy of like triple priority plus U-turn on a Sobble. That's funny. But eventually, funny is just you're playing with 5 Pokemon instead of 6.
Yeah.
And Pratyush took advantage of the shitty Sobble.
Yeah.
Basically just win the game.
Yeah. Magme burned Krabby, but it didn't matter because of hail, which is funny, so.
Yeah. Moving on, number 8. We have Weebo dropping a chunk of slots with a pretty sizable loss to Jaw this week. I think Weebo was just off his. This match was disappointing. Physical Ducklet was kind of a treat to see as much as I love Ducklet, especially season 3. Put me in a love affair with.
It's cute.
Zoinks.
Fucking.
On Edge to lose to the bird.
On Edge getting 1v1'd by a Hoot Hoot was one of the funnier things I've seen in a while. And this match reminded me that Psychic Fangs breaks Reflect. So that's cool. Hatena was kind of weird this game. Timber was really integral this game, and it probably could have come in more than it did. There was a couple times when it felt like a pretty safe switch. Or also Mudbray felt underused. So if you're underusing your tier 1s, you're just kind of... And you bring 2 tier 1s, you're not putting your team in a good light right off the bat, right?
I would have loved to see Guts Timber, because, like, Marine is going to be running Scald. Like, I mean, Iron Fist does make sense, though, for Drain Punch, but still.
Yeah, that would have been a cute idea. It was just a disappointing week for Weebo, and I think Weebo can do better and should do. Sound like Weebo's dad. Moving on to number 7. We have ODF rising up 3 ranks with a solid performance over Chronoculars. We talked about Chronoculars kind of just playing sloppy. ODF didn't play great this game. I think Sandygast went down for almost no value. Purloin went down. Vacuum wave that had no real reason dying to.
Fungus just didn't die at all.
Yeah, Fungus just ate up that. Grubbin was a monster this match, too. Grubbin picked up 3 kills this week. I didn't expect to ever say that. The tier 5 web setter. But it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, if there was any week to do it, I think Chronoculars' team was pretty weak to it.
And, the more I watch this team, I don't know if it needs a Torchic. He didn't bring Torchic this week, and his team felt pretty cohesive.
And this team would be wild if it had Growlithe. If it had Growlithe instead of Torchic, god damn. That shit would be so nice. Defensive and bulky. Still got the offense. But I doubt Sargs would ever be willing to give up his Growlithe.
Oh no. It's just a... Growlithe is the quintessential rock solid. Just no problems. Nothing insane going on with it. Speaking of solid, let's talk about a person with a pretty solid ranking. It's you, Baconator.
Whoa.
Terrible differential from your record up 3-1 +1.
That's I mean, got fucked up, right?
That is true.
I mean, to be fair, differential isn't the most important thing. As long as you win, you win.
Yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit about your game?
Well, I know I went up against my good friend Garrett. He was out there trying to be a little trickster with the trick room, and it worked. It worked pretty well, you know. I was prepping for like stuff like Dojo because I thought, oh wow, that kind of runs through my team once stuff like Onyx is gone, so I gotta be careful. Luckily, it didn't show up, and I was able to hang on to a very close 1-0 victory, but Galarian Meowth looking like a real good tier 5.
Yeah,
That's all I have for now.
And it was a really fun match to watch in general. And Skiddo was named Abigail Shapiro.
If you know, you know, you know what I'm saying.
Billette, anything you'd like to add before we move on to number 5?
Not especially.
All right. And then we'll move on to number 5, which is Geiser, rising 1 rank with a solid win over
Kyber.
Who?
Kyber.
Kyber, that's right. Yeah, I think Geiser just utilized threats for all this.
I'd love to see the Cubone putting in work.
Yeah, Cubone saw some good action. Tentacool didn't get to do anything, but it was nice to see it in the roster.
Moral support.
What has Tentacle actually done so far?
Done anything?
Has no kills, but I know it's been out there.
I mean, it just got 1-hit KO'd in my game with him. I don't know if it came before that.
Oh yeah, when it was in the Garrett game, it was the only death in the Garrett game because it got zap cannon by Mr.
Oh, that's right. And speaking of zapping, we're gonna zap over to number 4 because we're really slim on time. And number 4, we've got Pratyush, who had a rock solid game versus Hydreigon. Hidden Power Rock on Meowth, as mentioned earlier, looked real spicy. Hitting Snover and Bullaby was a lot of value there. And Krabby looking great.
Love to see Krabby work.
Krabby is a fantastic little tier 3. It just hits really, really hard without any boosts. And it just boosted its speed, and it was 1-hit KOing every. I think it has 130 attack?
No.
Maybe 120.
120 attack.
105.
105.
Wait.
130 is Kingler. I'm stupid.
Why does Krabby have that much attack? That's more than Flygon.
Common Flygon L.
Really?
Yeah. Flygon has the same. Oh, by the way, Flygon has the same attack as Trapinch.
That's.
Yeah. Trapinch actually loses attack when it evolves, and then gains it back when it turns into Flygon. For some reason.
That's really weird. They do Flygon. And speaking of dirty, you know what's the dirtiest metal? Bronze. You know who's got the bronze? Jaw.
Again.
Our last 3-1.
Jaw.
Pinnacle
pin missling a fighting type twice was interesting.
You don't need to call it interesting. It was bad.
True.
This game was not clean for Jaw. It was just, I mean, he held the high ground the entire time, but like, it was sloppy. Panpour was really weird. Moraine was a real MVP here. Gossifleur actually got to flex a bit of its muscle, which is nice to see. Gossifleur is quite.
Honestly, yeah. It's Regenerator Rapid Spin, which is a very interesting combo. And Leech Seed, as we saw here, which was funny and good.
It only ran Pollen Puff for an attacking.
Yeah, that was upsetting, but...
Yeah, I think it's just wrong. Just a bad call. But otherwise, I mean, it was a little sloppy, but a win's a win, and Jaw's holding strong in third place, the top of the non-undefeated, so more power to him. Speaking of power to let's go to our second place. It's Wolfhaley again.
Nice.
Wolfhaley brought the blue team this week.
He kind of dunked on him.
Yeah.
He just Clampearl just carried him on his back, honestly.
Happy to see Clampearl is actually running the good item instead of White Herb.
Yeah, Deep Sea Tooth just lets it kill all things. Yon Piplup was kind of funny. I enjoyed seeing that. And overall, just having a blue team was kind of funny. I appreciated seeing Horsey. I didn't really expect to see Horsey.
Yeah.
All in all, I mean, just a decent match. It was kind of interesting seeing Fampy get slaughtered like it did, but
Coughing would have just died if it had knockoff instead of Iron Head, but
yeah. But you know, it all worked out for the better, and Wolfhaley won. Speaking of one, let's talk about number one. It's our guest.
Whoa.
Yay! Do you want to talk about your match?
Sure. Fly did some stuff and then died, which was fun.
Quiver Dance. That was entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah. Talo got completely stuffed by the grass thingy, which I was upset. I thought it would do way more, but yeah.
Yeah.
They do be tanking once in a while.
Yeah,
Drillbur
true.
kind of flexing its muscles. Drillbur's just solid. It's so solid. Every time I see it.
Also, Moldbreaker is a good ability.
Yeah.
Nosepath is clearly sturdy and just killed it. Fun.
Yep. Apom cleaned up the end game there. Was able to beat up Hate Choice Scarf Mianfu. Speaking of Hate Choice Scarf Mianfu, I said it earlier, but
I have to say I would have lost if Squirtle had Protect, but that's how that one goes.
Oh yeah. And honestly, it probably should have been carrying Protect in the face of Apom.
It should have been carrying Protect, but well.
I mean, a win's a win for you, right?
I mean, yeah, I can't complain.
One of the closer matches for you, your matches look pretty good for you. Do you think you'll be able to carry it into an undefeated preseason?
I can't comment on that because it would ruin my mental state.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's just move on to our stats and facts real quick. We had 8 coaches not change their positions. It was a little bit of a dull week in general, I think. My match of the week was Gandhi versus Jamal. I liked seeing some interesting sets like Rock Polish Geodude. I didn't really expect to see. Rain Dance Skrelp was kind of fun. Just a decent match all around. Even if a lot of its. If Farfetch'd had hit that dual wing beat, it would have been a very different game. Baconator, you want to talk about your match of the week?
Yeah, my match of the week, and just my match in general, I think it was arguably the most exciting of the week, I think it was the closest, or at least, tied for the closest at 1-0. We didn't have any 0-0s this week. But, Trick Room's always fun to watch. And it was damn close. Never know what's going to happen right there. So,
yeah,
definitely a fun matchup.
I'd probably call it the actual match of the week, but you'd already picked it, so. And Billette, we've got a quote from Billette here.
Yeah. This is an exact quote. Mono blue team, smile, and snom cam, snom. Yeah, that was entertaining.
That's incredibly valid. And, you know, this has been a very good power ranking. I'm glad you guys watched, but we have to cap it off with the best part. That's it! Go away!